What would your porn name be?
Dank is Derp Lord.
Tank is Derp Lord.
No, I'd be Kuwait Grip. It's just that's the trip.
The first thing you do when you land on a deserted island is burn your boat.
If you couldn't rip a dude's guts with your bare hands, not a zombie, why would zombie make you be able to do it?
You're like a bird, basically.
Yeah, well,
That's what
you have no idea how I can fly, man. I dare you to challenge a bird to anything.
Everyone has toilet water coming through their ceiling at one point.
It wasn't toilet water.
Don't give them clear shot.
Haha, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast. My name is Seth Skinner. This is my good friend Jake Jones.
It's me. We're back.
Yeah.
And I'm coughing. Oh, man.
I'm
I'm gonna
I
have
gotta-
sweaty shins.
Yeah, adjust my levels because I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Just
should
like
get little foot soaking.
the little foot tubs.
Yeah.
This is such a dumb idea.
With like the balls that roll underneath.
It's a really bad idea.
That'd be fun.
I don't
So,
think that's gonna happen.
welcome to the show. We're here, and I had something really awesome happen yesterday. I mentioned to Seth before we started.
Ooh, it's a little warm in here.
It's
sweating.
very warm in here.
It's gonna. I got a fan on the way. Next time we shoot, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be good.
I got a lot of new cool stuff, so like I'm trying to get oriented with all this.
I'm trying to. I always forget how microphones work after 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
Today.
Today's show is sponsored by Dubby
Yep.
Energy. Go to dubby.gg. Here, let's show you this new little. Cool
Yeah.
thing.
Hit him with it. Boom, baby.
Bang.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go to their website, use our promo code.
And every time you buy a tub of it from us with our code,
Yeah.
we build a house in Africa.
We also spend it on Little Caesars.
Yeah, and then bitch about it.
Yep. So,
But speaking
so in
of,
a way, you'll be able to personally donate to the thing that you hear about us bitching.
Yeah.
About. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and really that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
really, like it's full. You win, really. You get well.
Yeah.
It's actually a win because you get a tub of energy drink.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and like
wait, that's 2 wins.
they need to put lots of houses in Africa. It's mostly it's plains and stuff. I don't know. I've
Yeah, I
never
don't know
been.
either.
I feel like Africa is like half of it is Lion King, the other half is Jungle Book. And then there's parts of it that are like Aladdin.
Oh yeah, easy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I know. So I'm talking out of my ass about Africa.
Yeah,
But-
that's what it is.
You know what I won't talk about my ass about is this really cool thing I did yesterday. And I got 2 free Mountain Dew Code Reds from DP Dough.
2
last night.
free ones.
Yep. For the
Would you have points or something?
Yeah.
You
I
did
was-
it with. You used it on Code Reds.
Yep. So I had 45 points, and I was just really craving something caffeine-like and sugary, and my paycheck hadn't come in yet. I already had to take money out. So I go on the DP Dough app, and I'm like, you know what? I got fucking points. I could spend them on a soda.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to my lady friend, and I was like, it'd be funny if I just placed pickup orders for Code Red. See what they would do.
Wait, you just got Code Red?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. So,
So
but
you
here's
just got 2 free Code Reds. It's all as your whole order.
yeah.
So did you have to pay anything?
No,
Did they make you-
this is the best part. You spend the points, right?
There's no like charge.
No,
or-
you spend the points. You can get like it's just like any reward system, you know.
right.
I spent my points on Code Red. Some people spend their points on garlic bread. You know, it's the way it
Amazon
goes.
gift cards or whatever.
Yeah, Dunkin'. So I had 45 points, and it cost 25 points to get a soda, and I placed the order, and then I check my email to make sure that the order goes through, and then I go back to the app and I see that they didn't take the points off. So as fast as I could, I went and reordered it before it checked the points I had. So I had 2 completely separate orders that were free Mountain Dews
Okay.
pickup orders. So at like 11:30 last night,
Oh my god.
I walked to DP Dough in between thunderstorms, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh
That was last night.
that was last
Yeah,
night,
there
yeah.
was- there
And I
was-
walked in and I'm standing there. And I'm, you know how I am when I'm in public. I'm just stoned and dead-faced. Like I look like I'm on Benadryl when I'm in places that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you are.
yeah, sometimes I am. I always used to keep Benadryl on me just in case I had to sleep or in case I got allergic to something or if
Right.
I was bored. But yeah, I walked in and I was like, "Hey, I got a pickup order for Jake," and he like goes over and opens up the warming oven, and he goes, "What did you have?" And I go, "Just 2 Code Reds," and he goes, "Oh, right," and then he just opens the cooler up, hands me the 2 Code Reds, and I left. And it sounds like a whatever story, but I love the idea of, first off, I shouldn't have gotten 2. I should have only been able to get 1. My balance on DP Dough literally said I had -5 hearts because it used 50. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh.
I went in the negative with my reward system, so I'm surprised they let me get them.
Yeah. They don't. It's not like they're like paying attention to that. They're not. I don't think they're on the ball about that kind of stuff.
The best part, now that I know that this happens, what I'm going to do is just open up like 6 tabs of DP Dough and
Yep.
and the next time I have enough points
Different.
for a fucking Code Red,
Make.
I'll get 6 individual pickups for the fucking.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "How your points total is like -95? How are you doing that?"
Yep. It's not physically possible. You're not supposed to be able to do that. And then they have the IT guy have to come and try and figure it out. Yeah, like I want to know who runs their website.
Dude,
it's probably some like neckbeard dude, fucking some.
no, it's probably some Indian guy that lives in Cincinnati.
They probably pay some guy in his
It's-
Well, yeah, it
it's
probably is. Yeah,
It's definitely like an Indian family from Ohio that
Yeah.
runs the apps. You know, they don't have anything to do with the cooking because the food. I actually like DP Dough's food.
right.
It's actually fucking great.
It's not that bad. Yeah.
The funniest thing was that I got the free Code Reds, so I could stay up for my paycheck to drop, so then I could get actual DP Dough later because that's what I ended up doing. So I went back at like 1:30.
You're really playing the system on.
I
this.
went back at like 1:30 and
feel
and I got my food to go with the drinks.
I hope they don't watch. I hope they don't watch.
I hope
this.
they do. I hope they fix it, and I hope they give me credit for it.
They should give you. Yeah, they should give you like
Free Code Red for
a
life.
bunch of bonus points just for figuring out a flaw in their system.
breaking their app.
Yeah.
Everybody do that. I'm telling everybody now. If you place orders through DP Dough with the points, do it really fast, and you can
So
get
you-
2 orders.
So you do it fast. Is all you do.
It literally was. It was like less than a minute.
You're opening it in different tabs, and that is that. Did you do it on your phone?
I did it on my phone. Yeah, straight up. I have it. I have it right here. It's fucking beautiful.
You could probably get so much free shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, look at this. Okay, DP Dough, DP Dough, DP Dough, DP Dough. Where the fuck are you at? Right here. First one. 20-ounce Code Red.
Okay. That's a
And-
separate order.
Second one.
All right.
And then
$0. Total $0.
and then 40 minutes later was the real order. So I got a Roni Zoni. That shit was immaculate. Code Red was on point. It's the only place that sells Code Red.
I
by the
know
way.
it is the only place I've seen that does that.
Like,
I noticed that.
Other
last
than
time.
like convenience stores or whatever, it's the only place where you can get
Yeah,
Code Red.
Last time I ordered it, I was like, "Wait a minute, they said fucking Code Red." I didn't even
Dude.
know you could still get that.
It's
It's like you can get like voltage and shit some places still.
the weird thing about Code Red is that it never tastes cold.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You know what
taste
I
cold.
mean? It's never refreshing. I can't remember who said that to me. I think it might have been Wes.
Yeah, that's
But
actually.
somebody was like, "I like Code Red, but it's not refreshing." Like, not that soda is anyway, you know,
yeah,
but like, you know what I
well-
mean? Like, Code Red's really syrupy. It's like a dessert.
Yeah, but like if you have like a cold like Sprite or something,
That's-
there's
yeah,
something
yeah.
there, like it's like a satisfying, like
Yeah, Code Reds are heavy.
it satiates your thirst.
Yeah, it fills up your stamina core.
I feel like Code Red's it's so
goopy.
chemically. Yeah, it's very
goopy.
like
Bleh.
you know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
got
mean?
like a film on it.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
like how some cheese, like shitty cheese,
There's
they cover
a
in like sawdust or whatever.
afterbirth. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's like a fucking aftershave to it that I just can't. It's just weird.
there is a dimension. There's a second dimension that
It's like
comes in
fucked up
after.
cheddar. You ever have like bad cheddar? You remember like going to like cookouts when we were kids, and they would have like the fucking American cheese that like doesn't melt. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
You could put the cheese on the griddle and it would just fucking slide around.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
That's what Code Red is to me. It's just fucked up. I love it though. Don't get me wrong. It tastes so good,
Yeah.
but it's heavy. It's like a protein shake.
I don't think it should be able to do that.
No, it's got to be a little thinner. I think.
Yeah,
You know, and we're both big soda guys. You
and
know,
we want our sodas to be thin. You know,
right? Like you mentioned, Sprite. Sprite's perfect. I never used to be a guy that liked Sprite, and now Sprite might be. It's
crisp.
It's second place to Coke, I think.
Yeah, it's up
Like
there.
it literally is just.
I like lemon lime sodas. I don't. You know they changed. Sierra Mist is not like starry now, and it's not even the same thing.
No,
I don't
but
know what the
apparently
fuck.
Sierra
What was the
Mist.
issue? What was-
Apparently, they do it all the time. Sierra Mist used to be called Slice back in the day.
I've heard of Slice.
Yeah, and then they changed it to Sierra Mist. It was something else before Slice.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. It's a Pepsi thing because they know that their soda is never gonna. It's their whatever they do is never gonna.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
Well, it kind of works because a lot of people were buying Starry because they were like, it's
they're
a
like,
new
it's-
thing.
Yeah, exact. It's not bad, but there's nothing. Sprite. You know, it's. I mean, the other thing too, though, is I really do love Mountain Dew. It's like a fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
I really
it's
like it a lot.
such a chemically flavor though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like
But I love it.
sometimes, dude, like sometimes at work, like if I'm really tired, because I usually drink the fucking Dubby, which I don't have the tub down here. right
Yeah.
now. I usually drink that. I drink the whole fucking water bottle, and that's 150 milligrams of caffeine. Sometimes that's not enough. So if I go get lunch or something, sometimes I just go to the fucking caf just to get like a Mountain Dew because
Mhm.
it's like the only source of caffeine at that point. They have coffee, but like they stop doing it after a certain time or whatever.
And there's also, I think I told this story on the podcast way back in the day, but when I worked at Novelis, they had those fucking coffee vending machines that would do instant coffee. Do they still have those in the plant? They're old as shit.
No, I don't think so.
There was one that I used, and it was you give it like $1.50, and it's like a 16-ounce cappuccino from this vending machine. And when I ordered it, and it was coming through, it was like slow dripping out of the fucking faucet or whatever, out of the fountain, and then just this big glob of black came out, and it was
Yeah.
just like hundreds of dead like fruit flies and bugs and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So it was just like
Yeah.
stuffed to the brim with fucking.
Well, it could either be
bugs.
that or just it's probably partially that, but
or
also it's just like
aluminum dust that gets
dust,
sucked
yeah,
into
it's
the
just-
fucking thing.
dude, it's like I get home and I'm covered in aluminum. It's
Yeah, that
fucking
was the
crazy.
worst
now.
part. You blow your nose and it's like black and silver.
Yeah, it's black.
Where
Where were you at?
I was in remount.
Okay, yeah,
I
it's even
did-
worse in remelt.
Yeah, I
probably.
did.
But we're cutting aluminum, so the dust is everywhere all the
Yeah,
time anyway.
I did a month at the loading dock, and then I did like a month and a half in the Dross house.
yeah, that's
The Dross house was weird.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I didn't even
It's like a different world in there.
mind it because it was just really repetitive, and I was really young and impressionable, and I was like not fit. I was too young to be working there. I was fresh out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
college.
I wouldn't
I
wanna
dropped
work
out of
there, like-
college and I went to Novelis.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta like some factory jobs, like you gotta. I feel like You have to have some kind of experience. Like I feel like all the jobs I had lead
Led
me
to-
to the
Yeah.
experience.
And I find it funny that I've kind of gone backwards. When I dropped out of school, I was forklift certified and working in an ER, and now I'm baking bagels and
Well, it's
making
like-
pizza. But it's way sicker.
Yeah.
It's so sick, dude. Yeah. But
I mean, I think I started like everybody, like a lot of people do in fast food. I mean,
yeah,
I worked at Wendy's for a little while, but that was only a couple of weeks. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And then I went to Ponderosa, which those don't really exist anymore.
No.
So, but I worked there until they closed.
What
Which
a-
they were like, hey, we're closing in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Huh?
That's,
And then we're going, all right.
my
Guess we
first
don't
job
care
was
now.
The Foundry. I was like a busboy, waiter, dishwasher, and then I also taught Taekwondo back then too.
Yeah.
Which was sick. But I like doing prep work, dude. I work 4 to noon 30. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I did prep work once at Friendly's. Once. And I'm talking once
Fuck
as
that.
in one day.
No chance am I ever. You would
I was
never.
like putting like tomatoes in a cup, cut up tomatoes in a bag. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go on the lunch break.
And you just left.
Wasn't there. I never
That's
came back.
awesome. Good. Maybe that's why they fucking shut down 8 years later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They were like,
They
dude,
were
these last
reeling.
8 years have been, they've been awful. I got to tell you.
Ever since Skinner left.
That lunch break,
Yeah. The break of 08.
the great break. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's how, dude, that's like how everybody pictures like when they quit their job. They're like, this place is going to fall apart in the next, because I'm so valuable type of shit.
Yeah. And then
Everybody thinks
nothing
that.
happens.
Yeah. And then just, like Larry comes in. They hire Larry and he learns the job in 3 days. And he's like, well, this isn't hard. And you're
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah,
thought I
yeah.
was important.
Nah, and Larry made it 2 days.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he tried his best.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when I quit the hospital. That was a great feeling. Not because of, I really enjoyed working there. I had a lot of good memories there, but sometimes you just gotta burn a bridge.
Yeah.
Maybe not burn a bridge,
Burn the
but
boat.
like you gotta burn the boat. You gotta just like stick up for yourself. And that's when it feels the best.
Yeah, and it's too. Yeah, it does.
Especially when
but
like you're really nice about it too. Like I was super. Well, there was 2 things that I wasn't.
you
super
also
cool
have to
about.
know when to do that, because
I
like I
was-
know a lot of people, like my brother struggles to keep a job because he wants to do that. Like he wants to constantly stick up for himself. It's like sometimes you got to eat shit in places, Like
Yeah.
sometimes you just do, especially if you're new or whatever. It's like, just like let shit roll off you, It's like you can have it bother you and you can bitch to people, you can bitch to coworkers.
I think that's the only job.
But
That's the only job I
sometimes-
walked out of was the hospital.
Yeah, I'm just saying sometimes it's like
You're gonna
there's-
get.
yeah,
you got to take your lumps.
yeah.
Well, that's the problem though. Is I was with Oswego Health for 6 years at that point. Basically, from the time I turned 19 until 25.
Right.
26. But she was sick. It was a long story, but I had a falling out and had my doctor put me on long-term sick. So
The
I took like
classic
3.5
tale.
weeks off, and then I used my regular sick time and took another week off. And
The
then
classic tale of the falling out
oh yeah.
and
And
you know
then
what I mean?
My last day
The
I
sick
came
time.
in and I just emailed everybody that was important and was like, "Hey, I'm out." That was like step 1 of me finally getting sober though. When I was doing shit like that, being like super reckless when I was sober or trying to get sober.
Yeah.
It was really fucked. But it felt so good, dude. The walk home, I still think of that day. Calling my dad, I'm like, "Guess what I just did? I just fucking quit the hospital." I'm
Yeah,
done."
and you're like shaking kind of a
Yeah.
little
Oh
bit.
yeah, dude.
You're like,
And,
fuck yeah, dude, that was sick. You feel like you got away with something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And
You
you
feel
did.
like I did. I mean, I definitely did. But I was just tired of it,
I did like, and it's like the last job I was at, I quit, but it's like a 2-week notice thing. But you still want to like, I still felt like I wanted to like air out a bunch of shit because I had access to the emails. Like like I was an assistant manager, so I could get into that shit and email the entire company if I wanted to,
Or like assistant,
which I
to
still
the
could
manager?
because they still haven't changed their email passwords.
That's amazing.
But I could get in there like on my phone right now and just be like, here's why you guys suck and this is why the business is bad,
Shoot your squirt and say your prayers.
And it's like if people want to do that all the time, and it probably feels great, But I've never had like that level of hatred towards what I'm doing, because my like philosophy always is just like work always sucks, so I just go there, I do this shit, and then I leave. I try not to like get into too much of the drama or whatever most of the time. Like there's people you're gonna talk to, and of course you're gonna hear rumors and fucking stupid shit. I just always assume someone's talking shit about me, you know what I mean? Because it's always somebody that is. It's just I just go there to do the job.
Yeah.
Do the job, get out. Because that's what makes your boss happy. As long as you're doing your shit, then if they don't have to come down on you,
Then you're good.
yeah. That's what my crew leader says most of the time. Is he's just like, the less I'm here, the better. I don't want to have to come down here. That's all it is. As long as you guys get your work done, I'm not even going to be here. You'll barely see me. It's like that's how it should be.
That's one of the things that I'm digging about my job right now is it's probably like the healthiest I've ever been at a job. For the first like 4 months, I've only missed one day, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I am 4 minutes late every day. Literally every day.
I haven't missed a day over there since I transferred. Like what happens is you get to know how long it takes to get there.
And then you give yourself too much wiggle room.
And then you don't give yourself any room is what you do. You go like, I can get there in 8 minutes, and then you leave 8 minutes before.
Yeah.
And then you're walking in a couple minutes late because you fucking got there right on the clock or whatever.
Mine is always I'll get everything ready for work the night before. And then like I'll wake up I get to go in at 4 a.m. I'll wake up at 3:30 and I'll get dressed. And there'll always be like one thing that I'm missing. It'll be like my like my keys or my fucking glasses, or my hat, my wallet.
It's always some dumb
like
shit.
It's one thing always.
Yeah,
no matter
I just
what.
can't. Like I get up at like 5:30, and it's like at that point, like I sleep until the last minute, because it gives me just enough time. So like that's my problem is I need to wake up earlier. But then the problem is if you wake up earlier, you're fucking just like sitting around. You're like I could be sleeping.
I hate that.
I don't know. That's the way I do it, and it's not a good habit.
No.
You really should like wake up an hour before you go to work at least, depending on how far you got to go. But I don't have to drive far, so I go fuck it. I can leave in 10 minutes before, and then I just speed. You know?
You just drive way too fast.
Yeah. And then I have to like walk a quarter mile to get to my workstation.
That's the best. That was always the best. Was like I would get to a Novellis, and then I'd be like, I gotta go all the way to the Dross house from the main entrance. So it's like a 20-minute walk.
Oh yeah, you got to walk there. You could take the bus though, I guess. They had a bus, or maybe they didn't have a bus back then, but they do now. If you wait at the main, they'll pick you up and take you.
That's whack.
They're also.
I do remember.
I don't know if there's a hallway. If you went through that one hallway that was right through the middle, through the hotline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
The secret one.
Yeah, that's actually new. They spent like $1 million on that.
That shit was sick. Novellis was a cool place to work. It was really fun, honestly. I was just too young to work there.
Right.
But it's a fucking cool place, dude. And it's like its own city. It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
it's
like
absolutely wild.
Yeah, I worked with facilities for a while, so like you get to drive around the whole plant. So like you kind of like think it's smaller. Now I think it's smaller because I've seen it all. But like sometimes when you first start, you're only seeing your department, so it's hard to it's hard to gauge. It is a big place though. I don't know, like I never really thought of I wouldn't have pictured myself working in a factory, but I also didn't like really have a idea of what I wanted to do at all. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people don't, especially in like when they're in high school or whatever. A lot of times you don't have a real idea of what you want to do. Like maybe what you want to do, but like sometimes I feel like most of the time people don't really know what the path is to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's very. I didn't have a specific thing. I know I thought about radio broadcasting. I did think about that, which is funny that I do this now because it's like kind of similar to a radio show. But like
We could do the Atlantic City accents,
yeah,
and that would just be a radio show.
yeah, we could do that.
Hey, gentlemen, welcome to Clear
If-
Shots.
If YouTube wasn't as gay as it is, like I'd do like a music show, play music.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, like what Spotify does about that kind of stuff, but just like play like whatever I discovered this week or whatever. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of sick. YouTube would not allow me to monetize it. It would probably let you post it. You'd probably be able to keep it up, but it wouldn't let you monetize it if you build an audience. You'd be fucked.
Yeah.
But what do you think about eating bananas the backside way?
That's how I eat them.
You eat them to peel them from the back?
I peel them from the bottom.
Yeah.
Like
No,
I pinch the bottom.
yeah, that's what you're supposed
And
to
you,
do.
yeah, it's
I
like
feel
how,
like people
it's like how
don't
orangutans
people
eat 'em.
don't understand that.
Yeah.
It
I
kind of
think I
bugs
learned
me.
that from Bill Belichick. The same thing. That's how I learned how to make the perfect PB&J was from Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Yeah, because people like always fucking do the crack the top thing.
Yeah.
I used to do that, and
Yeah.
I feel like it would ruin the top and make it all spongy and soft,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. You know
No.
what I mean? I don't know. It bugs me. The kid I work with like keeps eating bananas like every day, and then he throws them in the trash can, and then there's fruit flies everywhere.
And then it's over.
It's a ball game.
Yeah. No, bananas are good. They're a good fruit. They're a good.
They are.
They're a good food.
They're odd texture.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. You know?
It's not something I want to be made of.
I would not want to be made of bananas now.
No.
Yeah. Ultimately, I probably wouldn't.
Are there any
If I
other
was gonna be
yellow
made of
fruits?
something, like I feel like apples are pretty strong. You know what I mean?
Apples can be yellow.
Apples are nice, and like
Does that count though? As a yellow fruit?
uh,
A yellow delicious? A golden
That's
delicious?
not
What are they
really-
called?
that's not really. It's not really. I when I start eating apples like regularly on a routine, I get sick of them like fast. That's the problem. But apples are cool.
Apples are great.
Dude, apples are like the best. Like
They're actually the best fruit.
they are, and
They
they,
really
also
are.
look the cool, like the fucking rub and
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Like if you do
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit's
yeah,
cinema,
yeah.
dude. That's cinema.
I might get some apples on the way home.
Yeah, apples are fucking cinema, dude.
Apples or Kino.
Yeah,
What's your favorite
you
apple?
gotta make a apples are cinema t-shirt, just with an apple.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
It'll be a Super 8 camera with that apple coming out of the lens.
Yeah. With the little click thing.
Yeah. But well, I always wanted to try the fruit from Crash Bandicoot. Wumpa fruit.
Yeah,
I always wanted to have that.
it's like a mix between like a pomegranate and like a
A mango.
like a dragon fruit or something.
Or like
weird shit.
it'd be really cool if it was just I would like to see a bandicoot in real life.
Yeah,
I wonder if they wear pants and shoes. That'd be cool.
I don't think
Do
they
you think
do,
they
but
spin around wicked fast?
No.
Do you think I could spin one around wicked
They
fast?
find the little
like I'm fucking
masks.
tossing a pizza dough.
They find the little mask guy with the fucking feathers or whatever. What a wild. The rumor now is that the Crash trilogy is coming to Game Pass.
They
So,
just put Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass.
Yeah, they did.
And
I
apparently
installed
it's
it.
like 165 gigs.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I installed it. I was like, I'm at least just like look at it, and I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but it's just multiplayer, isn't it? And then I don't
don't
know if they're
even-
like. I bet when I open it up, they're gonna be like, "Hey, install this update," and then they're also gonna go like, "Hey, install Call of Duty 1 and Modern Warfare 2 or whatever."
The thing that bugs me is that I don't know. I think your Activision account carries over, but like if I download Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass and I have to start from scratch, I cannot play it. I'll have to because
It should be Activision account, I would think, but
like it should. The account I have on Steam should be the same account I use because I think Call of Duty is its own thing
yeah, it's they run off their own.
launcher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should
I'll have
be.
to find that out when I get home because if I can transfer my MW2 shit over to Game Pass, I'm gonna do that immediately.
Yeah.
Because I love Call of Duty. I really do. It's just they really messed up. Why do companies always fuck up the third one? Like Capcom did it with the remakes. They did it with the Resident Evil 3 remake. It was dog shit.
Yeah.
And then Payday 3 dog shit. What was the one we were just talking about?
Left 4 Dead 3.
Modern Warfare 3 dog shit. Left 4 Dead 3 doesn't exist or is Back for Blood, which is fine, but it's a completely different experience. Borderlands 3 dog shit. Fallout 3
Maybe that's why they didn't make Half-Life 3.
But they made like 6 of those.
Yeah, but they avoided 3.
It's
so like the hotels when they don't do the 13th floor.
It's so
They're like, it's
it is.
superstition.
We all know what fucking floor it is. You know?
Yeah. They're like, I don't want to deal with the whatever comes with that.
It just, I don't know. Like, Wes will attest to how amazing the new Call of Duties were just because of the one game mode they put in, which was Gunfight, which is the fucking, it's like 2v2 and everybody gets the same loadout every round.
Yeah, which is fine.
And
like,
I fucking love that. It's really great. It's like the Rocket League version of
because
Call
you
of Duty.
want balanced start. Like that's part of the problem with Call of Duty a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's well, a lot of it too is what a lot of these games do is every time they have a battle pass and they put a new gun out, they make that new gun wicked OP for like the first
it's
week.
the meta, and now
it's the meta for like a week to get all the people to buy the fucking gun or the battle pass, and then as soon as everybody gets it, they fucking nerf it.
Yeah.
The thing that really got me too, because I played Modern Warfare 3 for like an hour, and I refunded it like immediately, and I
wasn't ever gonna play it, but if it's on Game Pass, I might as well like see what it is. You know?
I think between Modern Warfare 1 and 2, I had well over 1,000 hours with the two of them. I was like level 810 in MW2, I think, or some shit like that, or 710. Stupid, wicked stupid, high level. KD of like 2.4.
Yeah, I didn't really.
But
that stuff. On
they
Halo 3, I
transferred-
looked at my stats all the time.
Oh yeah,
Back at the Halo 3 like Bungie.net.
That was
days.
the best. Where you could see people's clips and screenshots online.
Yeah,
that shit
in
was sick.
school they didn't have it blocked for like a long time.
Yep.
And so you could just like pull up your service record and fucking be like, hey, check this out. Check out my last
I would make it
5
my
games.
fucking background in DDP class, so everybody knew which computer was mine because I had my fucking stats there.
Yeah, you gotta have your stats.
But yeah, so with MW3, they let you carry everything over from 2. But what they did was they kept the same animations from MW2, but fucked up like. How do I explain this? In MW2, the guns were less accurate than they are in MW3, but instead of balancing them to be as accurate and like work the same, they just have the old school use. I could be wrong, but it was something stupid like that. Like you couldn't make the old guns as good as the new ones, no matter what you did. So it was like no point in transferring your shit over.
Yeah.
The only reason I want to transfer my stuff over is because I have Kevin Durant and Snoop Dogg as playable skins.
Yeah, that is important. Do have to have that.
I have Kevin Durant and Snoop, I'm pretty sure. I know I definitely have Kevin Durant. The Slim Reaper, bro.
Yeah. Did you see Joe Burrow's new haircut there? His new hair. He's got the white, or he's got the blonde,
Like
Cody
the frosted
Rhodes,
tips.
like the Cody Rhodes hair. Slim Shady look.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what? He's like, I got bored. That's what he said.
I hate him.
What does that even mean? You just, you look so dumb. He literally looks like Slim Shady with Cody, like if they fusion techniqued, you know?
It's crazy that he brought the Bengals to a Super Bowl already.
Yeah.
They lost, but it was pretty crazy that happened.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But we should play Modern
That was
Warfare
off the
3.
chain.
That'd be fun.
Mm.
There's a zombies
We
mode, I
good.
think.
Yeah.
I'm not a zombies guy, though. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah, it gets boring.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I also
we get
just
it.
like, I kind of tuned out after they started like introducing sodas and shit.
in the story,
Yeah.
I
I'm
liked
like,
it more when
Can
it
we
was-
just make it what it is and
It
have
was
like the
just
mystery
guns.
box once in a while and insta kill?
Yeah. Max ammo, the nuke,
Double points.
yeah. The carpentry, the hammer, that fucking repairs all the windows.
Yeah.
That shit was sick.
Yeah, that's what I want is just be fixing up windows, defending.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fun
I
part.
loved there was one map that was like, I think it was Verrucht, where if you played as a party of 4, it would split the party into two pairs of 2.
Yeah.
And you had to like each fight your way to reconnect.
Yeah.
That shit was sick. I need more co-op games that do that. I love the Resident Evil co-op games, but they don't have enough of they don't have enough tension. There's nothing like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something like Cry of Fear has it, Killing Floor has it, Left 4 Dead has it. Where you like in Resident Evil, you're never actually scared of losing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what Resident Evil game I'm playing, I always am like,
I feel like in Gears,
it's just a matter
like,
of
at
time
least in
before
Gears,
I beat
was
this.
like if you play Horde mode
yeah.
or something, like it feels like you built to a certain level and now you don't want to lose it. Like you built a combo and now you don't want to fucking. There's like an urgency there, but it's only getting harder is the part of the problem. What they do nice about that is, and I think probably Nazi zombies and shit does that too, but so it's like level 1 to 10 gets harder, and then 11 is not as hard as 10. It's like it scales back up when you get to 20.
Yeah.
Instead of having it be progressively harder, it just goes like you got to like there's a benchmark. You hit like a milestone.
You know what was cool was the Gears 3 when I had Beast mode where you could play as the Locust. That shit was
And the
fucking
fucking
cash, dude.
Yeah, they had and they added new
Plays the Berserker.
new shit like in that game too.
Yeah,
like with
yeah.
the fucking
Oh, the tickers,
crawler
dude.
guy. No, the fucking centipede guy.
Oh yeah.
That would like chomp on your legs
Yeah.
and shit.
Those guys were fucked. I forgot about those little centipede
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, because they had like you could only shoot them in like the tail or something.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
Like
Man, they're doing another Gears of War, and it's gonna be a prequel.
yeah.
It takes place at the start of the Locust War. You know what I didn't know? Well, maybe I did know this, but we don't think of Gears of War. It's not rent free in our heads. But I had no idea that Marcus and Ty from Gears 2 were the ones that invented the chainsaw lancer. Apparently,
They personally invented it.
the two of them. I guess the two of them were trapped behind enemy lines, and they rigged up their fucking lancer with a chainsaw, and then that's how they survived a certain battle. And then when they got back, Lieutenant Hoffman or whatever
seems
was like,
so impractical.
yeah. Well, I mean, I love that it starts with a fucking a harpoon hook, like the retro lancer is like a fucking 2.5 foot long spear.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it shorter
Make
and
it
way
shorter
more dangerous.
and also put a chainsaw on it. Yeah.
That is sick, though. Let's be real.
It's like if you're in a gunfight, you're
the
never gonna have an
chainsaw
opportunity
lancer
to
is
fucking.
it's fucking cool.
It's cool, but
It's really, really sick. The shotgun is so impractical. There's no way an actual human. I know that the dudes in Gears aren't normal humans. They're like
I don't even know what they are though. They're supposed to be just humans, aren't they?
yeah, but they're like super crazy jacked and shit.
They're from a different planet though. It's not Earth, I don't think.
No, it's called Sarah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're not humans, so they're a different race. But still
Yeah.
like bullets, dude. I mean, It's like if you
Yeah.
take bullets to the face with no mask on or whatever, it's probably gonna hurt like a little bit.
I find it weird that Gears of War never has staying power.
So third person shooters are not like the thing now for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is weird because like I feel like they should come back. Like I feel like that should first person shooters are just boring now. Like everything's a first person shooter. It's like I get that and everything. People like are familiar with it. But they're all the same now. Like they all seem it's like a lot of rehashed
To
shit.
be fair, though, there was a time where everybody was just trying to be Gears. Well, it was Resident Evil 4 and then Gears,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, we got to do that.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
yeah, and there was times where people were trying to be Halo, people were trying to be Call of Duty. Like there's like games that come out that are like monumental games.
Did any of them, other than Two Worlds, Did any of these games actually kill the game that they were set out to kill? Like, Two Worlds was billed as the Oblivion killer, and it blew Oblivion out of the water, in my opinion.
Like Anthem.
Yeah, like Anthem was supposed to be the death blow to Destiny. And it sucks because from all accounts I've seen and read, I didn't get to try it, but everybody said Anthem was awesome. Like, it played really good.
I didn't really play it.
And it sucks that you can't even play that anymore.
You can't? Oh, they took the servers down.
Down. It's donezo, yeah. Yep, can't even play the story.
Okay.
You know?
I love when companies do that.
But, like, what else was there? There was Titanfall, was supposed to be the Call of Duty and Battlefield killer, and Titanfall's gone. Well, now Titanfall is Apex.
Yeah.
Technically.
Which no one knows that for some reason.
Yeah.
But no one really... Like, Titanfall was weird because it came out multiplayer only, and then Titanfall 2 was godly. And that game didn't get the respect that it deserved until, like, 10 years later.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it came out like the same week as Battlefield and COD, which makes no sense to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird for EA to like fucking sacrifice one of its own franchise. Like, why would you put two of your own IPs on the same release window with Battlefield and fucking Titanfall?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
it's like the Monday Night Wars. They wanted to see who would come out on top, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. That was back when Battlefield was still sick, though. The World War I one. Battlefield 1. Did you ever play that
I
one?
didn't really play Battlefield. I played it a couple times. Actually...
Battlefield's sick. Wes, if you're listening to this, when you get to this part, you should text me and be like, let's play Battlefield sometime.
Battlefield 1 was the one with the horses and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I didn't really play that.
That one was cool. It was all like fucking old school, like... Because World War I was just like... It was just like the first war... It was like every year, each of the war, like each participant was innovating some other death machine for war.
Which one's
like
5? Is that World War II?
Yeah, it's fake World War II. It's like alternate history World War II.
Okay. That one was... I actually didn't mind that.
That one was cool.
It was
I
pretty
liked that
brutal.
one a lot. Yeah, and it's funny because people didn't like the cast. They were like, there were no pink-haired women in the Marines in World War II. It's like, yeah, there also weren't people like carrying 3 RPG
I know,
missiles.
but they also, if they made it clear that it's not a historically accurate version.
The old me would have been up in arms about it. Oh, now I'm on too much Prozac to give a fuck.
Yeah.
We're straight now. We're set. But no, Battlefield was sick. That was what Wes and I played a lot of. Battlefield Bad Company.
I get so sick of games when they like go like they try to be Fortnite, you know, and they go overboard with skins and shit like that.
The worst is the games that want to be fucking Overwatch. Everybody wants to be Overwatch.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Like,
well, if you go back even farther, it's Team Fortress.
Yeah, exact.
But
like,
that because like these class-based games, like that's what gets me about Siege is like I like Siege, like the gameplay, but I hate that first of all they removed Terrorist Hunt, which ended it for me. That was it. Bye. You're stupid. And then
if there was Terrorist Hunt, that's what we would just be playing that
Yeah.
constantly.
And it's all now like it's all this just bullshit meta class based shit.
Yeah.
And you have to like watch guides on each character to even know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, it's like a League of Legends almost. Everybody wants to have like that MOBA style, like
and they're all supposed to counter each other, like theoretically, but they don't. There's always one that's just like everybody has to use that one. That's why they fucking when you get to the point where you have to block operators in ranked multiplayer, there's a problem. Which means that guy is overpowered. Like when the whole community is like always block this guy, then there's a problem with that operator.
It's like how you're never gonna be able to bring a Nidoking to a Pokemon tournament.
Right.
Like you're never gonna be able to use him.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking weird as hell when shit like that goes down. I don't know.
Yeah, I get
It's
annoyed
like,
with that shit because it's fucking like your game is broken clearly. So just how about balance it?
Yeah, I remember like in a lot of those games they bring so much toxicity because you have people that spend so much time learning the game, so they have to take it seriously to justify their investment.
And then they change the game.
And then they
go,
change it and they go, what the fuck?
Yeah. They literally like pulled out, like you can't even cook grenades anymore. It's like, why was that
In what?
in Siege?
That's hilarious.
It's like, why did you do that? Like, I remember reading like an update patch note thing because a couple of people I was working with played it all the time. And I like played it a couple times like to try and get back into the groove to try and figure it out. But I was like, there's no terrorist hunt. I can't practice. So every game I play, even if it's like casual, everybody's trying hard. Like that's just is what it is.
Yeah.
And I just I play. Sometimes I just don't want to like. I don't want to get too into a game. Like I don't want to have to play with headphones on or something. Because that game you have to be able to hear.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like I want to just casually play games. I'm not like, because I don't know, 10 years ago I probably would have, but now it's like I'm just playing to play a game, not to fucking. I don't give a shit about my KD anymore. I mean, it's really, really, really good. But,
yeah, of course.
You know, I don't really care. It's not like I would say it on like a podcast or something about it.
Siege was one of those games where after like I gave it a solid weekend, there was a free weekend for it, and it was back when I think Wes and Brandon used to play it. Mr. Galloway's.
Yeah.
And I remember like you could do bot matches like when you first start. And I was hosing the bots down, and then I did like beginner matches and was hosing those guys down. And then when it was like you can go to the normal matchmaking, that was like one of the most welcome to the league moments I've ever had in a game.
It's literally like
it was like 3 or 4 straight matches where I didn't even hit anybody.
It's so hard because like all these guys like watch YouTubers and shit and have like different ways to cheese
it's
shit.
Sick. Like it's actually it's one of the only esports that I could actually probably sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Still. It's like Siege and Counter-Strike.
It's like, it is, like, I can't, honestly, like, I watch some of the highlights, like, they'll be, like, laying on, like, a fence and then shoot a hole through like, a wall, and then they're, like, aiming through that. And it's like, okay, like, it's kind of fucking cheap, dude. And then it's, like,
you
also, they're mostly, like, cheesing shit is what it is.
You just gotta, in your head, pretend that you're watching Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah, that was a...
I
feel like we've talked about Deadliest Warrior on this show, like,
every
way
episode.
back, like, with fucking, like, Dom or something weird.
Guaranteed. Deadliest Warrior was crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun time back. That was a fun TV time. Spike TV, was it?
Yup.
They don't exist anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
They had some cool shit.
The
Spike
Man
TV
Show?
had like Blue Mountain State and shit, didn't it?
Yup.
They had Ultimate Fighter was on Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were actually a decent network. I wonder who owns that.
It's probably like Time Warner, or something stupid.
Some
Disney.
absolute bullshit.
Yeah, that's fake.
Everything's Warner.
Fox. Hey Siri, who owns Spike TV?
Purchased by Viacom and relaunched as Spike TV, which then rebranded as Paramount Network.
Paramount
This is
Network.
from Wikipedia.
Paramount, apparently.
Rebranded as Paramount Network. It wasn't even the same. It wasn't even close to the same target audience.
No.
Paramount's like not the same.
Paramount's like our parents.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like fucking classic movies and shit.
Oh, speaking of classic movies, we got to start talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, that is a classic movie.
Yeah.
The original one?
The very first one.
Yeah.
Pokemon the movie with Mewtwo.
Yep. That was a classic.
But I'm really after we talked about Pokemon at the last episode,
Yeah.
I've just been getting Pokemon shit on my YouTube algorithm. So I've just been listening to Pokemon theories, and I cannot stop. But it begs the question, if you could only play one Pokemon game, and it can't be Pokemon.
People were mad. People were mad about Pokemon Yellow. They got mad that you didn't like Pokemon Yellow.
It sucks. I don't like it. Sorry.
They said they didn't like it at all.
Oh, that's too bad. It's fine.
Imagine
Pokemon
having
Yellow is fine.
Imagine having an opinion. You know what I mean?
It's the problem with Pokemon Yellow is that you can't fucking upgrade the Pikachu.
You're just like trying now. You're like trying to figure something out.
I was trying to think.
What
of
do
something.
How can I?
How can I fan the flames? But it is fucking stupid as shit that you can't. It's you own the Pikachu is your property. You should just be able to hit it with some fucking Benadryl and throw a Thunderstone down its hole,
Yeah, that's fair.
and then get a Raichu.
Yeah.
And it knows Surf. You can teach it Surf.
Come on.
Get the fuck out of
Surf.
here. The only really cool thing that Yellow did was that you can get the 3 starters.
The Alolan Raichu had the surfboard, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a callback to the worst Pokemon game of all time.
I think the best one for Gen 1 is Red, but that's only because I like the old school sprites. That's really the thing is.
Yeah.
I like the goofy fucking first gen sprites. You know?
Why did they
And I feel like Yellow is too easy. I feel like Yellow is way easier than Red and Blue. Because Pikachu is like actually overpowered as shit in the game.
I think it's funny that they decided to like name them colors like each game. Like I don't think they expected to go as far as they did. Because now it's like Brilliant Diamond and fucking because it's like why? Oh, you ran out of colors.
It was Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. Then they did Silver, Crystal, and Gold.
Yeah, Sapphire, Emerald,
Ruby.
Yeah,
Diamond, Pearl, Black and White 1 and 2, Ultra Sun and Moon, Regular Sun and Moon.
There's no purple version.
X and Y. Omega,
like
Ruby,
I feel like they skipped.
Alpha,
like what are we
Sapphire.
doing with Omega Ruby?
Yeah,
and we're not doing purple.
Wait, this is what I wanted to say. This will win back the people that are bummed about what I said earlier.
Yeah, probably not.
They didn't do a Lightning Yellow. They did a
Lightning
Fire Red
Yellow.
and a Leaf Green. They should do Lightning Yellow and Water Blue.
Yeah, they should.
I want like
That's a moneymaker right there.
It sucks because
Brilliant Yellow. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Hyper Blue.
yeah.
Obnoxious Red.
Eiffel 65 Blue.
Various Violet.
Yeah.
No,
I think Pokemon Violet and like Pokemon Scarlet. Well, Scarlet's a real one, isn't it? Are those real games? Scarlet and Violet? What are the fucking new ones called?
Wait, yeah, I think you're right.
That's weird as shit.
They are the new ones. So there is a purple one.
Yeah.
But they skipped over
Orange.
Yeah, like where's like
Brown.
why wouldn't you stick with the basic
Where's
colors?
Where's
first?
Pokemon Brown?
I think the problem was they skipped to gold. And like if you're plus they like Sapphire is not really it's why didn't they do like
Lupus Lazuli.
quartz and fucking granite and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Shale, Pokemon Shale.
Pokemon Pumice.
It's so stupid. I just feel like they should have done all the basic colors first. is all.
yeah. Pokemon Periwinkle.
Yeah.
Magenta.
Well, they should have done Roy G. Biv, you know?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Way too good.
Yeah, it's just so I don't know.
But yeah, so anyway, I was lying anyway. I like all the Pokemon games
they're
for
all
the
pretty
most
good.
part.
Wow.
But I do have problems with Yellow. I think it's too easy, and I think that it's cool that they have the anime character sprites in there, but I also really honestly prefer the goofy looking ones. Like the Geodude that just looks like a cauliflower.
Yeah.
Like a fucking angry cauliflower dude with no legs or torso.
Yeah, sometimes when you make shit
Looks
better,
like Eric the actor.
it makes it worse, you know?
Yeah. Like
That's why we don't make this podcast better. Because
No.
like we're afraid of making it worse, you know what I mean?
yeah, it gets in shitified.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna ask was if you could only play one Pokemon game that's like an actual one, which one is it? Because I think I'd have to go with Crystal.
If I had to play a Pokemon
If you could
game,
only play one,
it'd have to be like main series.
yeah.
I
I think Crystal Gen 2 was peak for me.
liked Emerald a lot. Which I think is 3.
Yeah, they had Rayquaza.
Yeah.
He was cool,
Yeah.
I guess.
Who do you start with? Is that Typhlosion?
No, that's Gen 2. Gen 3
Two
is like
is, yeah,
Trico,
Chick-
Torchic,
Yeah.
Mudkip, I think. Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip.
Torchic, yeah, turns into Combuskin or whatever.
Yeah, and then it turns into Blaziken.
Yep.
That was-
Blaziken is nasty.
Blaziken is fucking nasty. That was my fucking champion back when
Yeah,
I used to play
he's
Pokemon.
actually
That was
fucking-
I carried.
He's pretty OP. That
remember-
fighting and fire type.
Yeah, big time.
That's so ridiculous. I always liked Typhlosion. I thought he was cool.
Typhlosion's cool. I think it's cool that he's a hedgehog
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's like a cool guy, you know?
Yeah. The stupidest
He's got
one
the,
was
like-
Chikorita.
He's got the necklace of flames or whatever.
Yeah. Chikorita was fucking retarded though.
Yeah, I didn't like the
And she
toad
would like
one.
throw her. She'd go like this and shoot her fucking hair at you. Her like leaf hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the toad guy.
Totodile.
No, the little toad fella, the frog.
Oh, Mudkip or Trico.
The blue one, the starter.
Mudkip.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's like a newer one that's like a blue toad fella, I
Hmm.
think.
Oh. I don't know. I haven't played the new
I don't
ones.
know the name of them.
The last one I played was X, and it was fucking awesome. Gudra Garchomp, dude.
I think I played Y because I liked the Yveltal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I did enjoy Pokemon Legends. And I kind of wish they'd make more games like that, where the world's alive kind of thing. Like and the Switch is like capable of doing that kind of stuff. I think, dude, Nintendo just doesn't want to make money. Like they really don't. Like they have so many options. Why don't they just like take Super Mario 64 and remaster it or something? People would still play that. Give it achievements or like enable that kind of cool shit.
If they could, if they literally would just port it, they don't even have to remaster it. Just port it.
Well, yeah, but you could take it and just put a skin over it and make it look nice. Like it already looks like pretty decent for a fucking. And it's looked great for an N64 game, but it's like the epitome of an N64 game. It's like the definitive N64 game, I think.
I think it's Smash or GoldenEye.
No, I think Super Mario 64. Like just because,
No,
the brand is carried
it
on
defeats,
Mario.
No, because Super Mario 64 defeats the purpose of having 4 controller ports. You need something that uses all 4 ports.
Star Fox?
No, something good.
Oh, Star Fox is pretty good.
NFL Blitz. NBA Jam.
NBA Jam's always incredible.
You know, GoldenEye.
Uh,
Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2.
Yeah. Super Mario 64.
I mean, sure, but like,
Um,
but if I'm gonna play this is the thing. This is gonna make people mad. That's like my 4th pick if I'm picking a platformer for the Nintendo 64.
yeah, that's
I'm picking
not
Banjo-Kazooie.
accurate. Just
I'm-
isn't accurate.
I'm picking Banjo-Kazooie. I'm picking Donkey Kong 64, and I'm picking Conker's Bad Fur Day. I'm
Yeah.
picking Glover.
and it's okay to be wrong. Like
I'm
I mean,
picking-
it's totally fine. But Glover's a great game. you know?
I
But like,
Gex.
sometimes people just don't. Sometimes people have wrong opinions.
But Super Mario 64 is basically just it's fine.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you can just be wrong, and
I don't think
sometimes opinions are actually wrong, and I know people think that like your opinion can't.
But
be
like,
wrong,
what does Super Mario 64 do better than everything else?
that he does that.
Banjo-Kazooie, I was memeing about the other ones. Banjo-Kazooie is actually better than Mario 64, though. That's a fact.
It's not.
Yes,
it's
it is.
not. No.
Banjo-Kazooie is much better.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it's close.
I don't know.
Jack
though,
and
because
Daxter is better.
I can't take a penguin that's looking for his mom and throw him off the ice cliff either in Banjo-Kazooie.
No, but you can let your sister get turned into a monster. You can go all the way to the end of the game and get the evil ending. That's always fun.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Super Mario 64 doesn't have branching story paths. Banjo-Kazooie was a fucking game changer.
No, but it
it's
does
like
have the scary eel.
It's like the Pulp Fiction of games.
It's not the Pulp Fiction of games.
Super Mario 64 is like the Platoon of games.
No, it's like the Super Mario 64 of games.
And it's like Ghost Ship. It's really cool in the beginning, and then once you're like 30 minutes in,
It's
you're
not
like,
cool at the
"Oh,
beginning.
Oh, you're fucked. This is dumb.
No, because you have
I'm gonna
to
play
deal with
fucking Jack and Daxter.
Man, for me, it gets like really hard once you hit the upstairs. That shit's tough. Like once you hit like Wet Dry World and Tiny Big or whatever it is.
But there's you don't have a cool bird in your backpack.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Um,
I prefer the yeah, woo, that stuff. I prefer those better. And then
did you ever play WarioWare?
No.
Those games were sick.
I don't know. I like that I can crouch and then backflip, and I can like long jump and stuff. I don't know.
I think Mario 64 is better than Zelda. I think it's much better than Zelda.
I think Mario 64 is like
It is Zelda. It's basically
overall.
Zelda.
I think I would prefer to play Mario 64, but the Ocarina of Time is fucking. It's like a really good game. The problem with Ocarina of Time and the problem I have with Zelda games is that they turn into dungeon crawling like puzzle games. And like you can't like literally I have to every time I play Ocarina of Time, I have to look up a walkthrough for certain dungeons cuz I just will not remember. Like you have to push blocks into a certain thing, and then like even like the Lost Forest and shit, you have to like take a left, then straight, then a right, then another fucking left or whatever to get to a certain spot in the story progression. And you're like, how would I have ever fucking figured that out? I was like 7. It's like I was never going to be able to beat Ocarina of Time as a kid. It was just never going to happen. I can barely beat it now.
Yeah.
Like I'm right now in the oh man, I just did the ice cave and I'm like I still have trouble figuring out where to go, so I have to like look up walkthroughs. It's a nightmare. That's actually why I haven't been playing it lately, cuz it's like my gameplay is like I'm reading a bunch and then following what it said. It's like I don't want to do that. But also, if I did play it legit and tried to figure shit out, there's not a fucking chance.
Nah.
Zelda's always like that. It's always puzzles. That's why I didn't like fucking some puzzle games, dude. I can't get into them. Like that's why I didn't like Scorn. Did you play Scorn?
Dude,
it's all puzzles.
that game's hilarious. Yeah, I had it confused with Agony, which is like just a whatever shooter. Scorn is one it's literally just it's like What Remains of Edith Finch, but you're in the River Styx.
It's all I don't know, dude. It's just like figuring shit out, and like I don't want to be pulling levers for 8 hours.
Yeah, when you have like a Dead Space aesthetic, it should be like Dead Space. That's when I thought of Scorn. It was like a Dead Space sort of Hellraiser.
I didn't know
sort of
what
vibe.
it was. It was like very
H.R. Giger like Aliens. That sort of like weird.
Like everything looks like intestines. Like
yeah, it's like weird body horror.
Yeah,
yeah. Like you're inside the
Command!
bones.
It's a giant worm!
Yeah.
They're sinking the cities with a giant worm!
I don't know if you want to... So, do you want to split this and go to a different episode? Because we did an hour here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because we got to... Let's be transparent about it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to bank an episode so that when people... So if somebody can't be here or I can't do it or whatever...
Yeah, which I almost couldn't make it today.
We
but
still have... Which is, I want to do it for each one, just so we're safe. You know what I'm saying?
Get an extra show in.
So...
We'll
anyway,
end it there.
Yeah. And
Control! It's a giant worm! They're sinking the cities with a giant worm!
yeah.
This is way too good.
Yeah, it is.
Before we go, though.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll save it for the banked episode.
Is it going to be something that matters, like time wise?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to talk about topics that don't matter.
Yeah. More than usual.
Yeah, that's why you guys are going to love that one when it comes out. You'll know because we're going to be wearing the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually wear like the same, like I have like 8 shirts. So people probably have seen all my shirts by now.
I walk across town to get here, and I always make sure I wear sweatpants of some sort so everybody can see my hog while I walk down the road.
Yeah, naturally.
Yep. Today I wore fucking yoga pants.
Yep.
I think they're basically yoga pants.
Whatever those are.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it very much. Go to w.gg.
www.
W.gg. Here, let me play that thing again. Well, look at that. Check that out, right?
Click.
It does a little click. There's your code. Use that promo code. You get 10% off.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Okay, bye.